Hey everyone, Donald J. Brower, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, the Near Fall podcast. We are here. It is now time. It is no longer have to worry about weeks because it's the most important week. No one cares about what you did before. It's time for the state wrestling tournament. I'm actually getting ready to head down in the morning. Got the bags packed, have the wife ready to roll. 3 exciting days and boardwalk hall and enjoying ourselves. And then we walk back to our hotel rooms and we see all the homeless people and all the hookers on the corners, but I digress. Atlantic City at its finest. But before we get started with the podcast, let's once again thank our main sponsor, Dan Wernickoff Champion Athletes. This is also Dan's busy time because he gets to go and see the labor of his work when some of these kids who have been on the meal plans achieve their lifelong goals. I said it before, I'll say it again. Pat Glory credits him with making him the wrestler he is. Pat Glory was a 2-time state finalist and said after his sophomore year, he felt gassed. Well, he took Dan's plan seriously and he won 2 more. And now he's doing great things at Princeton and all over the world. So not saying that was the only reason, but you're not going to buy a Tesla or one of these high priced cars and put cheapo gas in it with, water and all nutrients. You got to fuel your body like your body's a car, a high-test car. You need that high-test fuel. Dan Wernickoff Champion Athletes. You could be an athlete, non-athlete, in-state, out-of-state, multi-sport, whatever you want. Dan will help you achieve your dreams. And my own family uses them. So Dan Wernickoff Champion Athletes. Thank you. Thank you. Now, as I said, we're going to be heading towards states. This is some, with this podcast, this will be kind of like a preview. I should have by the time this gets posted, if not a little early, I want to say probably about noon, my predictions will be up. I'm going to basically do top 2. I wanted to do top 8, but there's just some brackets that are easily, bustable and some of those guys. But, speaking of busted brackets, there was actually a really good question that was brought up. And there was a little controversy. I'll get to my question of the week in a minute, but there's also a little controversy with some of the brackets because of head-to-head and such and how certain wrestlers are kind of slotted and seated. Now, one wrestler I think kind of got a really bum rap was Vincenzo Laval from Hanover Park at 190, wins Region 3, and then gets rewarded with a potential matchup with Brian Soldano in the quarterfinals. I think that's tough for him because, you never know what happens if you fall in the wrestlebags. But I think if he had a little bit of a better slot, he has a chance to make the semis, better chance to medal. I don't think he would have beaten Brian. I know they had a match earlier, right at the beginning of the season, if not a little earlier, at the Beat the Streets event, which Brian won. Actually, excuse me, I think that was down at Rutgers. That was at it was at the Rock. It was a Rumble. I want to say it was beginning of December. Brian won, but it was a closer matchup. But Brian's unstoppable to me. I hope I didn't give away my 190 pick, but that's kind of a bum rap. But my question of the week was, is there anyone I could see, and let me get this name right. It looks like it says Dante, but there's an apostrophe. So I'm sorry if it's Dante or Deontay from Butler. I apologize if I messed your name up. Please send me another message if I messed it up. He asked, is there anybody I could see upsetting a top 10 seed? And honestly, there's one I'm looking at that I think really can do it, because the way it's seeded this year, the way it's seeded with the 4 going down is if you're a 4th at region, you don't have the ability to be seeded in the upper part because they want you to wrestle those matches and have them mean something. So if you're a 4th seed, you're automatically 25th through 32. Now, that's usually understandable, but you got some guys who might have slipped and made it down, and one of these guys is there. I'm looking at the 150 bracket as we talked about. I think Jason Smith from Boonton has a real shot to make a deep run here. I mean, you're talking about a kid who medaled last year. He's going to get the 8th seed, Jake Slotnick from St. Augustine in the first round. Then you're going to get in the pre-quarters, he's going to most likely get Josh Palmucci from Kingsway, who finished 2nd in Region 8. So you're looking at a kid right there, goes on a nice little run. He'll run into most likely Trzynski in the quarters, but he's got a real good shot to upset some people there and make a nice little run and make his journey back. And he might be able to give Straczynski a shot. I know they met in the county tournament, but Jason Smith, I keep my eye on him. He'd be somebody you want to talk to. When my picks go up, like I said, we'll have them up tomorrow. Like I said, they should be up probably about noonish. I love your feedback. One thing I do want to say, I had some people, one person in particular, I'm not going to mention their name because it's not worth it. I had one person who sent in an angry email of our Region 1 coverage. We had somebody who was helping us with doing some stuff, and they mess up a score, and it's just, these are high school kids. If you can't really deal with it, get over it. Like your angry emails about, this and that and getting shit together. Try it sometime, pal. I mean, I know it's nice to be a keyboard warrior, but I think on behalf of, the staff here at Garden State HS Wrestling and pretty much everybody who was there you go. But like I said, it's super exciting. States are here, or as my wife calls it, the Cauliflower Ear Convention. We'll be doing blogs, the live blogs at night. We're going to have them there. The podcast will be up in the mornings, so we're going to record them right after. Jared, my podcasting man, says he'll have them up the next day early. So we're going to recap each night. You could get them up super late that night or early next morning, kind of get my thoughts on where stuff is going from there. I'm going to most likely be live tweeting. The service there sucks really for internet and everything. And I'm going to try to set some stuff up, but I'll be tweeting out results for most, and especially any big upsets, not only in the area, but anything I see from, at all in the tournament. I'm going to focus mainly on, my areas though. We'll have one up each day, and then I'm going to be recording. As of right now, my plan is to, as in previous years, is to have an interview with every medalist and every champion from the area. So if my predictions are correct, I'm going to have a really, really big broadcast on Sunday, Monday when it comes up. But check us out all weekend. Tune in. If you see me and you're walking around, come say hello. I always enjoy interactions, whether you like my picks or not. You want to debate me and tell me how this guy's better, that guy's better. I'm all ears and I'm always willing. And this is our time. I said it's for kids too, but for the parents to get out there and debate who the best is, who the best ever is. This is our Super Bowl. So everybody buckle down, get ready. Tomorrow it starts. Well, technically tonight, because this will be posted in the morning, but tonight it starts, and then we'll end on Saturday with 14 brand new champions. Some maybe not brand new, but 14 champions crowned. And it's just going to be really great to see everybody back in Boardwalk Hall. I know last year was kind of an aberration with P-Berg, but I'm so excited. I hope you are. I don't even know I'm going to get to sleep tonight, and I got to drive in the morning, but I'm going to try to catch some sleep. For Jared, the podcasting legend, I'm Donald J. Brower. It's States time.